Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will start this game off. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that ball man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Shakes off the tackler. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
No, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, we're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan, ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus
And they get the sack just like that. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
This crowd bringing the...
Fuck.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Leon. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Bringing it back, it's end goal. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
It's got 99 speed. Damn. Speed. Okay, no wonder you caught up to him so fast. Damn, okay.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught on the outside. It's Selvia.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Finds his man. It's Selvia. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get latered.
Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Oh, they
Taking
really
my
could have
second to
used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Finds his man enough for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Used the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that play.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Fires left. Makes a connection. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's in goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Pressure coming. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown tie. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out
and no chance
that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Trying to convert this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Gets it out fast. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, on that third down play, I think the quarterback's got to do a little bit of better job really selling the pass. I think he kind of hurried it up too fast, got the ball to the running back. He didn't fool anybody. Back got tackled for loss. Now it's 4.
It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field, gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. He has 60 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bring in the heat. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Grab behind the line, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Back to the air one more time. Got his man on the outside. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the third down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, Give on the inside. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Spins away from the defense. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll try to power their way ahead. The stiff arm gets him loose. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Fighting off the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On the move, it's Stoneburner.
They're strong and they're strong. defensive tackles, they're scrawled. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a third and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best.
All by himself down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
This full bite on the play action. Better go out the fucking quarterback. Go after the running back. These two bitches.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Phil, is a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by a field goal over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll go right back to him. Smashes through the tackle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run, and you can't stop it. It could be a long game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. They intercept it. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Looking for a crease. It's Selvia.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Leon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Made a defender miss. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best player's got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look as...
Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, picked off. bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make it. You've got to put the ball in his spot. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It is perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Right back to the well. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Georgia sends out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
And he's running in the open. Strikes the blow. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
That keeps the score Alabama 27, Georgia 20.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He'll try to pop the draw. Jumped on top of the pile. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Got the quick pass. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it.
And he intercepts it. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick throw in this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And they stop him just short of the stick and bring up a decision on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Alabama will get the first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no break.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The give to the single back. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close.
Throwing the ball.
Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That's caught. It's Selvia. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Georgia going back to work with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Getting some heat. Quarterback extends the play. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The play action fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seen ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. He's right on target. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. Makes the grab.
Oh,
it's
man.
run. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Here's the handoff. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make you up.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there.
Let me see. 85 speed.
Getting to the first down marker. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
Wants to throw on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds space on the right. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They are up by just one over Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. The short hands, it's Lawrence. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Gets it out quickly. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
This time they'll go to the running game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Still running at the 40. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first.
The expressway is wide open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, Georgia.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Selvia. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Touchdown, Dogs! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Stoneburner. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.